Okay, guys, I'm wheatgrassing and juicing, and I had a thought. Thank you so much for your anniversary wishes. I appreciate all of the love from me and my husband. You guys, many of you saw him posting throughout the month um, about our relationship and how he appreciates me being his wife and all that we've endured. And boy, we have endured some stuff. Broke up, got back together, married for 15 years, but we have a 32-year history. And I started thinking about it, and he and I, we've talked about it as well. Um, had I been where I needed to be when I met him, I wouldn't have given him the time of day because he was not ready for what I thought I was ready for. I wasn't ready for it either, but most young girls, we don't even know we're not ready for all that we're trying to get at that age. Um, but I was broken. I had issues in my life, challenges in my life from my childhood that bled over into my teen and adult years. And I was just thinking how your picker, your choice, your decision making is so warped when you're wounded and when you're broken. You choose people and things that you wouldn't normally choose if you had the soundness of mind. But I was wounded. I didn't know Christ. So I made really, really, really poor decisions. And a lot of us have picked people that we wouldn't have picked if we were whole. He probably wouldn't have chose me. I know I wouldn't have chose him because he was a mud duck and I was a mud duck dress. So, you know, we were broken people. We had our own challenges. Rarely do you see people who whole these days because they spend their 20s recovering from their childhood and then spend their 30s recovering from their 20s. We're always kind of behind the gun. And I was like thinking, when you pick a broke, you can pick wounded people because you're wounded. You can't see their frailties or weakness, or you don't see them as hindrances. Women, we have a tendency to see guys as projects, like, oh, I can fix him, or I can love him enough so he'll love me, and that kind of stupid thinking. And, you know, we have a tendency to want to build men and create like a daggone. I start seeing them like Miss Potato Head. Okay, put a nose here, a ear here, and Betty Wright with her line cell, talking about having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. That's a lie from the pits of hell. You're beautifully and wonderfully made. So am I. But if you don't know that, you're going to take stuff that God never ordained for you to take. You're going to go through things God never meant for you to go through. You're going to have pains and aches God never intended for you to have. And I remember one time, and this I wasn't dating him, but a young lady told me, a man don't love you unless he hits you. What kind of tomfoolery is that? But she had to be broken, and she pouring into my life her brokenness. And I kind of, it didn't sit right in my spirit. But I'm young. I'm a young girl. I ain't, I'm just as dumb and green as they come. But that's the kind of foolery that we're exposed to and brought up around, and it trickles. It trickles from our lives to our children's lives, to our children's children. It's generational. Not only will your sin visit your children and your children's children, the blessings will too. So I want to encourage you guys, if you're healthy, stay healthy. If you're whole, stay whole. But if you're broken, get healed. If you have wounds from your childhood, from your past, get help. It's okay to say, I didn't know. It's okay to say I messed up. And seek help. I'm a Christian, so definitely I'm going to seek help that's based and rooted in the Word. But whatever your choice is, I think any choice other than Jesus is a lesser choice. But get help. Talk to somebody. Get that mess out of you. God can heal the brokenness, right? You don't have to continue on a destructive path. Picking these men that don't respect you, call you out your name, and handle you greasy out here in these streets doing all kind of crazy, stupid stuff, and you sitting on there waiting on them to come love you, right? No, later for that. Pick you. You are important. You matter. Pick you first. So I just wanted to say that while I'm celebrating my marriage and celebrating my husband, and I love him and I know he loves me, I know we went through hell. And I don't advise a lot of these young girls that I used to work with look at our relationship and be like, oh, he loves you, oh, he does. I'm like, girl, you don't know the hell I've been through. And they be like, yeah, but he changed. That don't mean your man gonna change, And you sitting here wasting your best years on a knucklehead, on a dirty butt. And I'm like, no, choose you. You matter. You are important. If I had to do it all over again, I can't say I would. As good as it is, as much as I love him, I ride with him till the wheels fall off. But what I know now, with what I know now, I can't say I do all that over again, because that hurt. Took me years to get my heart mended and fixed and back intact because of all the stuff that happened. And he wasn't the only one. I can't just put it on him. My picker was broke, so I kept picking broken men. Where I should have been somewhere learning who I was in Christ Jesus and getting healed, I was somewhere trying to find somebody, a band-aid. And usually women, we have a tendency to do that, and we silly as silly can be. So you making dumb decisions based on that silliness, based on that brokenness, based on being wounded. Whether mama did it, daddy did it, he wasn't here, so you searching for all that stuff. I'm amazed at how women can hate what their daddy did to them and then go out there and pick a man just like their daddy, or worse, because your picker is broken. Sit your tail down somewhere, get healed, then choose from a well place, from a whole place, rather than from a broken place. And then maybe you can save your children and your children's children from repeating your mistakes and break that cycle, break that generational curse. I just want to put that out there, y'all. I went over my little 5 minutes, but I wanted to give somebody that. I'm a hairstylist. I've been doing this 32 years. And so many women sitting in my chair with the same story. Different hair, different waistline, different complexion, but baby, it's all the same. Hurt is hurt. And you can hear it. You can see it. It manifests in our life's decisions on a daily basis. Choose you. You are important. You matter, and you are enough. I love you to life. Have a blessed day. Let me drink my juice.